Thank you very much indeed, Nina. Hi, everybody. Very nice to be here. Andrew and I were just noticing that we seem to have become a bit of a double act. We keep on being on stage together. The latest Wallace and Gromit, I don't even want to go there about who's who on that particular partnership. But anyway, it's a privilege to be here, and thank you, Amy, for inviting us. Back in 2007, interestingly, in this very room, which makes it rather good that we're here today, a handful of the kind of key players in the city, from business, the community sector, from public sector and the city council, got together and dared to dream, is the way I look at it. They dared to dream what would be possible if we could be something called a green capital. What if we were the sort of city that other cities looked up to, that we could become a role model in new ways of living and working? And they set up something called the Bristol Green Capital Partnership. Interestingly, before the European Green Capital Award even existed, that was how bold they were feeling. And we all know what's happened since then. We've worked very hard over many years with a lot of people working on that. And as you know, this year we are European Green Capital, which is a fantastic opportunity for everyone in the city. And today, that Bristol Green Capital Partnership that they set up here has become the biggest green city partnership in Europe. We think it's the world, but I'm a little bit hesitant about claiming that one, but I think we need to do some research. But it's certainly the biggest one in Europe. We have over 760 different organisations, ranging from huge corporations, some of our biggest public and third sector institutions, our academic institutions, all the way down to tiny community groups making a difference in the streets where they live. And it's that diversity that is such an incredibly special opportunity for the city to have that partnership in the city. Last week, the Deputy Secretary-General of ICLEI, which is one of the global city sustainability organisations, was in the city meeting lots of different people, finding out what's happening here. And I met her towards the end of her visit, told her a little bit about the partnership, and she said, you know what, that's the really unique thing about this city. That's the unique thing that Bristol has to offer, that real cross-sector interest in this issue, and that cross-sector being prepared to work together and having an organisation. We're not perfect yet, but we're having an organisation that can help bring those people together and support them to turn that interest into strategic, joined-up, long-term action. She was very excited about it, and I think we need to be very proud as a city that we've managed to do that over these years. And as we know, any of us who've worked in Bristol and in the wider region, I know many of you are from the surrounding counties, many of the most exciting city region initiatives that have happened over the last few years or beyond that have come from building those kinds of relationships. It's been about public, private and third sector working together. All of those sectors have things to share, all of them have things to learn from each other, and we need to build on that history in this year and the many years to come. The Green Capital Partnership is a broad representation of that civic leadership that those sectors represent, and we're currently really trying to build a new incarnation of the partnership that's ready to take on the real work of legacy of the European Green Capital Year. It's a word you'll hear a lot, legacy. But what does legacy mean? It means how can we support all those different sectors to really come together, to learn and to act, to embed the change that we want to see, embed the sorts of things that are happening this year, deep and wide into the very fabric of the city. So it's not just a few events here and there, it's not just a few superficial changes, but really embed it into the city, and that's what we're here to help support to happen. We at the Partnership are very proud to have helped in some way to foster the birth and development of this latest collaboration of Go Green. And I'm sure, and I'm really confident, that it's going to inspire and support businesses across the region, for some to start this journey and for others to grow that change from within, working with their buildings, their staff, their customers, their stakeholders, to really start making a difference to how they live and work and how things are done in this area. But of course, businesses don't live in isolation. They don't exist in a bubble on their own. They're major contributors to and beneficiaries of the well-being of the city, of the region, and of the planet. Through Go Green and the Green Capital Partnership, there are multiple routes, and there really are multiple routes when you start looking. I always think of Bristol and the city region as something a bit like when you see a rock on the ground and it looks like there's nothing there. It looks like it's dead, and you lift it up and there are thousands of little things moving around. Bristol is like that. There are so many things to get involved in, so many ways to make a difference. And through Go Green and through the partnership, we can help businesses find those routes, find the right ways for them to make a difference within their organisations and out into the community, and we're excited to do that because it brings value to both sides, and that's the really important element of this. I was asked to mention my own organisation, Happy City, which works in partnership with organisations right across the region to improve the well-being of their staff and their stakeholders, and to start helping to measure that different sort of value, that social value and social impact that they're making. It brings profitability and productivity to the businesses themselves. It brings happier lives to their employees and to their communities, and it brings sustainability and resilience to the city and to the planet. Now, that's what I call a win-win, and that's what I think being a really, truly green capital should be about. So all I would like to say is go well, go green. We at the partnership are really, really looking forward to a long and productive and close collaboration and partnership with you this year and for many, many years to come. Thank you.